little bit deeper into the training, I will remove it because I'm going to get hot. A little bit about me and why I have any right to stand over here and, teach you something. My name is Olga. I'm going to turn 44 this June. And all my life I've been in sales, and all my life I've been in real estate sales in different countries, including my home country, which is Ukraine. Then I was in India, and then 9 years ago I moved to Dubai. And I started, as many of you, as a real estate agent in Christie's International Real Estate, which is a franchise. Then I kind of work in developers, and then I move into the manager position in Engel and Workers, which at that time was a joint venture with Nahil. And kind of now it's like really, really top level company. Back then in 2017, we were like not that fancy. But anyway, why I'm saying this? Because I want to tell you that I have my own experience. However, experience doesn't matter. There are people in the industry been for 20 years, and they're still almost the same place where they are now. So what I did when I got my first commission, first big commission, guys, what do you think what I did?
Develop yourself.
Huh? Say,
Develop yourself.
yeah, I invested in MBA. I've done my MBA here in University of Wollongong in Dubai, because I understood that for me, if I want to progress as a person and then progress in my money as well, I can, as all real estate agent, put this money into real estate, which I did later, and make 10, 15% yearly rental yield, if I'm lucky. But if I will advance my sales skills, if I will invest in myself for the same amount of money, even within the year, I can have 100% return. And this is going to be always with me, right? Are you with me on that? Saying this, guys, I'm going to pop the question. Uncomfortable. In 2013, how much have you invested in your high income skills? Any training related to selling, communication, maybe social media? Let's make it easy. Who did any investment? Who did purchase something? Oh, like last year, you purchased anything to get better. Oh, fantastic. What was it? What was it? Rera. I don't. Can you tell us what it is? Villa. Okay. Okay, that gives us an understanding. You have to move closer. You're losing us.
I did was free.
Huh?
I did, but it was free.
Okay. Guys, my question to you. If you cannot convince yourself to invest in yourself, because this is an investment in yourself, how easy it is for you to convince someone into investing into whatever you're selling. And a little bit further than I want to go today, but just to, okay, see, that's happening. To throw the stone a little bit in the future, the objection that you are getting from your clients right now, it's too expensive. I need to think about it. I need to talk to my spouse. The market is not really good. And you're not able to overcome it, is the same objection you have yourself about purchasing literally anything. So the objection that you're not able to overcome, and this is a rule, guys, is the objection you believe in. You believe that these objections are real. You do not see it as a limitation, as a wrong belief system of the client. You see it as a real objection. That's why you are not able to overcome. Okay? Wrapping this up, my next slide will be about our small agenda. Sorry guys, that's the wrong presentation altogether. You see, this is how you get that's the wrong presentation, that's a beginner course, it looks similar. Oh, now we're on the right place. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to give you a full day training for the new joiners. That's going to be boring. So I'm going to just brush off today about the problems that you probably have with leads. I'm not sure if you do. You're going to tell me if you do, because that's based on my experience myself and training salespeople in real estate industry for the past 2 years. We're going to talk about new era of buyers and how the buyers changed since 2015, even since 2014, when I started to sell real estate in Dubai, up till this point. Not only in Dubai, literally everywhere. And one point which I always want to start with, because it explains a lot of things that you might be having currently as a problem with your clients. How you activate sales resistance. Do you know, have you ever heard about the term sales resistance? Never heard. Have you heard about the term sales pressure? Okay. Sales pressure, yeah? Who knows the sales pressure? Who knows how to apply a sales pressure on a client? Yeah? That's the last unit. I have another offer, the cash offer from another buyer. If you're not going to give me the check. This is a sales pressure, guys. When you have a sales pressure, when the client feel the same as you do, a sales pressure, what do they have as a reaction? Sales resistance. Sales resistance is when I am resisting and pushing back on anything you push on me, I push back. I'm going to get into example. You will understand what it is exactly. You will recognize how you behave when you want to give resistance to someone who is pushing through. And we're going to get a little bit clear on that. Any questions so far? Okay, so what I usually do, I put myself a timer, because I can really go for hours, because that's something I'm passionate about. So I'm putting it on 30 minutes. I really appreciate you paying all attention on us, because it's not about me, it's about us, for 30 minutes. If you have at any point any questions, I would love you to raise your hand and ask me to re-explain or clarify, or you are having your own opinion, which is different from what I'm saying. I'm going to be happy to, let's say, open a friendly debate, because this is how we get into the point of it, right? It's not about me giving you a lecture and you're just sitting there like, okay, great, fantastic. Olga left, okay, we are back to square one doing whatever we were doing. My goal is for you to kind of try whatever new tricks I will be giving you over the next maybe a week, and see how it works. See how that small tricks that we will be talking about today gonna change how you feel within your sales process. Because everything I teach is to make your life easier. Saying that, you work for 50, 60 hours a week. So I want you to work less, be more effective, and love your job. Because you're not going to be facing so much resistance from your clients. And they're going to see you as an expert, as a trusted authority with whom they want to go. Because that's the main goal of any sales training. I'm not going to teach you techniques of how to push, convince, manipulate client to buy things. I'm going to teach you how to make him open up and see you as different type of agent, not as any other sales agent in Dubai. But that's a big task for me, I know. Okay. What are your current problems with your leads, regardless if it's going to be off-plan or secondary? I'm going to walk through what I know, and you're going to say, yes, we have it, or no, we don't have it, we have a different one. They do not pick up the phone at all, right? They say, oh, I don't have time, just send me the information, right? The information sent You really took time, just put all things together, maybe did a nice PDF file specifically tailored for them, spend another 1 hour on this, and they never respond. They pick up the phone, they seem interested, they seems like really going on very well. You send the information, and then no response. And you just like in doubt, what's happened? What I did wrong, I don't understand. Is there anything you experience, guys? I know.
I'm the third person, so I know even when agents call me, I just say to them, just send me the information.
Just send me an information. You know the difference between real estate agent and other salespeople? Because we are salespeople anyway, we sell. Otherwise, we would be order takers, so we can print some information about the property on the paper and people are going to read it, and then we're just going to take the orders. The real estate agent has a very big ego, meaning he will never agree that he has a bit of a problem. And I'm with you on that, guys, you know? So that's fine that, you know, in the beginning we say, no, we're actually okay, we're actually good. Yeah, that's a problem, but we're actually fine. And that's good because we are training ourselves, guys, to have these big egos. This is how we appear confident in front of our clients. Yes?
What do you mean?
The big ego is I'm overconfident as a person, as a professional, and I will not show my weakness in front of anyone. You see, if two real estate agents are talking, oh, how is business? The one is, oh, I'm doing fantastic, great. How many deals you closed? Oh my God, like so many, I don't know. And both of them had 0 this month. Yeah? And that's fine, guys. It's all of us are like this. We're going to start a little bit more recognizing it because even if you're okay, there is always a level where you want to be great. So do you want to stay okay? You want to be great. So this gap is what we can breach with the training, changing a little bit what we do. So was interested, several discussions, options sent, then I need to think about it and just gone away. And we don't know what we did wrong. I'm not going to buy it now and tell you what I'm interested, right? And whenever this is happening, the agents are coming to me, it's like, Olga, what I did wrong? I'm always asking me the question, what was the reason, if we're talking about the buyer, what was the reason the person wanted to buy? And the answer is always, oh, he just wanted to make some money. And it's like, okay, but this is a surface level problem. For you to be able to talk to the client and to kind of help him recognize that from here, the level that he needs to make money, he can get up to here, you have to understand why he needs to make money, why he needs to make money now. What's happened with the way he's making money, which is not enough for him anymore? What did change and trigger him right now to request the investment property or property that he wants, you know, to move in? And if we're going to tackle and going to focus on the real problems and concerns of the client, this is where we can create an urgency for him, an understanding of what's going to happen if he's not going to do anything about his situation and his problems remain the same. This is how we create the internal urgency. Urgency in you to change your situation now. Does that make sense a little bit? Because now what most of the agents are doing, they are applying the external pressure, applying the external urgency, saying that's the last unit, we have additional buyers are fighting for that. And each and every agent will do it exactly the same thing. So what's happened with the clients? Do they believe it? Not anymore, because it's overused. Okay, so the next thing is going to be a bit of entertainment for us. Guys, have you seen the movie Wolf of the Wall Street? Of course, everyone's seen it. Do you know that the character of Leonardo DiCaprio, the Jordan Belfort, is an actual person. He's been living and he's been doing actually seminars currently. He is theory of a straight line persuasion. I read the book. I've never been in a seminar. The question is, have you seen the person, the real Jordan Belfort? Have you heard him speaking? Have you heard any other human being in real life speaking that way? He has such a profound tonality. The way he fluctuates his voice is really, you'll never forget. If you heard him once, you will never forget. So I have a small episode from this movie, and I don't want you to just watch it. I want you to think what you're going to answer on the questions. How would you describe the Jordan Belfort? Which year does the movie represent? Because it's been filmed in early 2000s, but the actual year of Jordan Belfort been doing all those things a little bit earlier. And do you think the similar conversation to what would you see in a movie would be possible to happen in the current February 29, 2024? Okay, so I'm now gonna try to play it. Let's hope it's all gonna go. Okay, something is not working, guys. Oh. Okay.
Accessibility shortcuts, 20 items.
Okay, I need someone from the technical team to help me. I did something wrong. Okay, how? From here. Sorry, guys. Ladies, I need your help. The video is not playing with the sound, and I have to keep this. Okay, I did something. I start playing it, but I was not playing with the sound, and it's giving me a voice guide.
Close button.
Okay, so I want to kind of push it, and I'm playing it from here, and it has full volume on my. Okay, let me see. Yeah, is it max?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, just for your information, this is exactly the episode when he already lost his job being a stock exchange broker on the main, I don't know, I forgot the name, of course, of that. It was a collapse of the market, so he's looking for a job. He came across in the newspaper across the job offer, and he is coming for basically an interview. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Just want to understand if you hear it or not. Okay, guys, how was that? Coming back to, how was that? Let me just reshare it again. How would you describe Jordan? Huh? Persuasive. Okay, any other ideas? Passionate.
That was personalized.
Personalized. Okay, anything else?
Confident.
Confident. Watching this video, do you feel like you want to be like Jordan? Really? Why?
Well, first he went and did the research.
He did a research, guys? So I know the voice was like very low. Okay, sorry. Voice was very low. And what happened in reality, he's been told that the information is not clear. Like two guys are just doing something in mom's garage. That's what they're doing. And the second later, he's selling it as like top-notch, high-tech, going to be approved by government, military, civilian application. So what is this? Have he done a research? He just has a fantastic skills, right? However, which year does this movie represent? What do you think? They don't have a laptop, computers, not even laptop, huh?
80s?
Yeah, 80s? Beginning of 80s, guys. Beginning of 80s. Do you think similar conversation would be possible 29th of February 2024? Why?
Because the people do not trust.
Yes. And why they don't?
So she built her up.
Because of Jordan Belfort, actually. Because they've been Jordan Belforts for 40 years, guys. It's been 40 years since those type of sales techniques been introduced. So everyone, including someone who is like even 20 now, they've been sold that way. Okay. It's the next slide. And I want to talk about the new era of buyers. So the majority of the troubles that we have now with clients is exactly because they don't trust us. They do not trust salespeople altogether, right? So there is a saying in, I would say, in a sales training methodology, we call it a post-trust era. So whenever you are going into the pitching mode and telling to the client something, we are the best company, and I'm the best agent, and our services are the best, and I'm going to sell you a unit in 2-3 days. On the other side, the client brings up the wall of sales resistance because you sound exactly as every other salesperson. You've been told this many times. You've been damaged. Someone haven't fulfilled the expectation or promises times and times again. Moreover, the clients in that times, basically a salesperson was a vehicle, was the information point to educate buyers about the services of the company. There was no one else. Radio, TV, not each and every one had it. There was no devices, there was no internet, no social media, nothing like that. So now they don't need us as much because on the tip of the toes in 2 minutes, you can get all the information in the world, everything you want. And you can confirm that the person on the phone just lied to you, just in 5 minutes. So it's not anyhow about us as a salespeople. It's about us acting like we are a salespeople. So if you speak the same, if you use the same language, if you use the same tricks and techniques, and each and every other person does, specifically when you call the client first time and you say, hi, Let's put it a cold call, classical example. I'm not sure if you are receiving the cold calls yourself. I do. Hi, this is Olga from XYZ company. Are you interested to sell or rent your property? I understand that this is a salesperson from the tone of the voice, from the first couple of phrases they're saying, and I'm just waiting for them to stop to say what? I'm not interested, right? It's not like me waking up in the morning and just making this, oh, anyone going to call me, I'm just going to be really rude to them and I'm just going to say I'm not interested. I'm not doing anything like this. This is a trigger. We already have this behavior installed as a protection, as a wall to protect us from the salespeople altogether, because we've been sold from the moment we waking up those days. Social media, radio, boards, anything. Anything you open, there is sell, 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 sell. So you got a wall of protection, which works perfectly for you. Sometimes the client is saying, there are two types of clients, by the way. It's someone going to be an A-type personality, which is going to fight back and give you the objections, right? And you have that as well. And they're going to be a B-type personality. He doesn't like confrontation. He's going to say, yeah, but that sounds fantastic, amazing. Yeah, let me think about it. I'm definitely going to get back to you. And then he never picks up the phone. That's the reason why they do not pick up the phone. We triggered the sales resistance. This sounds like each and every salesperson. We never got them to feel that they can be understood by us, that we are having a human being conversation, so they just don't want to talk to us anymore. The same as you do, unfortunately. If you don't want to talk to a salesperson, you either say, yeah, I'm not interested, and it's like, oh, yeah, fantastic, I'm going to call you back. Two options, right? You want to evacuate yourself. You don't have to go through explanation like, you know, man, I just really don't need your services. It's really not what I want. It's really expensive. Why? Because the other sales, on the other side, the salesperson going to start convincing you. You just don't want to be convinced, right? You want to be heard, understood, and respected as any other human being. So, saying that, why does 90% of the population do not trust salespeople? They find us aggressive. Yeah. Because when you're nervous, when you speak fast, in a human behavior, you can pass as aggressive. You're desperate. You're desperate to make a sale. And it feels on the other side. No one wants to be sold to someone who is desperate to sell. You need an attach. You need this. You need this sale. You don't care about his interest. He feels that. The client feels that. And you're attached to the result. You're not attached to, if I'm going to be able to help you, you're attached to the results. Commission breath. Who heard this? Who heard this phrase, commission breath? When you yourself walking into, let's put it this way, a car salon or anywhere, and you can feel that someone is so much eager to sell you, and you can, okay, well, that's commission breath. I'd like to give an example where there is some ladies over here, and it's nothing about any of you. Let's put it about me. When the guy is on a date with a lady, and she is desperate to get married. She's desperate. The way she acts, the way she speaks, what it actually does to her potential partner. Is he interested to engage with her? Or potentially just use her because she's so desperate. But is he interested to really go into a relationship with her? No. No, it feels like some power pushes you away. If someone is so much interested in you, you feel, okay, so wait, guy, that's just something is wrong here, right? Guys, it works in any human relationship. It's just behavioral side. And we come with the lower status. This is a very interesting topic which I teach, because for you to become, in their eyes, a trusted advisor, person who is there to help them, you have to come up into the sales conversation with the higher status, or at least the same. So when you show up needy and attached, and when you, okay, so when do you want me to call you? Oh, definitely, it's no problem. I can call you on Friday, 8 p.m. You're coming with a lower status. So you end up having, but he has a problem, yeah? He needs a property. But if you're coming with a lower status, you end up having a problem and having a solution. Well, how can I convince him to buy? You see the difference? And if you're a lower status, he's going to commoditize you. He's going to say, okay, well, call me this, send me that. And he's not going to take your word seriously, regardless if we're talking about the buyer or the seller. Because if you got the listing, begging him to list with you, then whenever you're going to have a client who is ready to buy, you will have to come back to the seller and try to negotiate the price, right? That's what's going to happen. You will have to have a status to start negotiating the price. But if your status is already here, will he agree with whatever you think is right? Is any of those problems resonating with you guys? Anyone who is really selling? And you don't have to say yes, because I know you're all doing really great. Okay. The question that they ask, why should I buy the property from you? How are you different from any other real estate agent who told me that you're going to give me the result, but never delivered? But not showing up, was not really attending to my calls, or never understood what I need. It was showing me the properties which are kind of not what I'm looking for. Wasted my time, basically. Yes. How do you appear as every other salesperson? And what you should illuminate or start doing less currently with your communication with the client. You speak fast. You speak quickly. You are trying to push through till he's going to tell you're not interested. That lowers your status as well. You are scared. You're scared to talk to them because they might ask something that you don't know what to answer. And they sometimes know more than you. You're worried and sound scripted. If you do use the script, which is a rare case here, I'm not here, I mean in Dubai, people do not believe in a script, which I do a lot, and this is what I teach, because the script is the roadmap for you to arrive through your sales process to where you need to be. So if you do not memorize and understand the script, it doesn't flow through you. You sound scripted. The person is not interested. Immediately, he understands, well, you just read it from the paper. You don't have any brain even to memorize things. You're overly enthusiastic. Actually, the straight line persuasion, this is what Jordan Belfort is teaching at his seminars. Be enthusiastic about your product. But if you're calling and you're overly enthusiastic, it triggers immediately, it's a salesperson, he's trying to sell me something. The walls comes up, whatever you say, cannot go through the wall. Doesn't care, doesn't believe you. Even though you're saying the truth, even though you really care about them, but the way you deliver it makes it impossible for them to receive. You ask general surface level questions, the same as each and every other agent in Dubai. You don't really understand what you do with the answer, you just know you have to ask them. And just, okay, if this, even the answer of this question or no, like if we're talking about the off-plan sales, the most common question, have you been to Dubai? The client is saying yes. Do you like Dubai? Yes. Okay, we move further. Which area in Dubai do you want to buy? It's like, well, on the other side is like, what the heck, how do I know? How do I know which area I want to buy? I don't know anything about areas. You see, so that's a question. Forget about open-ended, close-ended, it's not that important. But it doesn't flow and doesn't bring the client where he needs to be. We can change it. The same level of questions like, oh, and I assume you've been to Dubai, right? Yeah, I've been to Dubai several times. Okay, that's fantastic. And was that trip more like a tourist, or that was specifically investment driven? No, that was more like a tourist. Okay, I understand. And based on what you know in terms of the areas, the prices, the market statistics, how confident do you feel for yourself to being able to make a decision on which property to purchase? What are you going to say? Oh, bloody, I don't know anything about that, right? Okay, would that make sense that I will book a little bit more time together on a Zoom so we can walk through how the actual market looks like. I will be able to respond to any questions you have. And, focus on what will suit you the best. Simple way to book a Zoom meeting. Everyone is struggling with that, right? Because they don't know what we're going to do in a Zoom meeting. Let's look at each other. Let's talk about, you love fishing, I love fishing. Oh, you are from, I don't know, London. I've been to London. It's a fantastic city. However, we can direct it a little bit more to talk more about the business, still building the rapport, still making them feel like we are professionals. You're always available. This is the other thing. The agents are always available. They will respond at 11 at night. They're going to do all of this. We waste so much time. But I compare our job with the position of the doctor. If the doctor that you're trying to book appointment with is always available, what do you think about such a doctor? Is he busy? Does he have lots of clients? Is he a good doctor? Nah. He's not. And there is a reason for that. That's why you have to, doesn't mean that you have to push your clients away, but you have to build the boundaries. It's going to lay up your status. You have other clients. Sorry, I was just with a client. I'm just had time to get back to you. Did I get you in a bad time? No. You send hundreds of messages. So it looks like paragraphs and paragraphs from you, 2 lines from the client. Again, you are, 30 minutes done, you are more interested than the client is. You use the same techniques, limited availability, units are selling fast. They talk about ROI is guaranteed or it's going to be 8%, like everyone else is saying exactly the same thing, guys. So if you sound like each and every other agent, why would he trust you? Okay. A little bit more about the sales resistance and what it is at all. I will give you an example. Everyone knows about this. You are walking around the mall and you decided to get into, I don't know, Massimo Dutti, probably going to be a good example. There is a shopping assistant who sees you, walks towards you, and what he says? How can I help you? And what you respond is?
Just looking.
Fantastic. Again, it's nothing that you decided previously to be just looking, but you know what you're looking for, right? But you just don't want him to pressure you. That's why whenever the response is coming as a pattern, this is my pattern, I'm going to always respond to that. For us to break it up, we should have a pattern interrupt. How that could sound differently to make the client engage with me instead of pushing me away. How would that, give me some ideas. What else you could say instead of like, how can I help you?
I don't know, like something a bit more casual, something like, hey, I'm here if you need me, or hey, if you need any help.
Good, lower his status. Do you feel, guys, how it's lowering your status? Doesn't mean anything bad, guys. But you see, I just want you to start noticing these things. Thank you for that, but I just want us to see how it is. Any other ideas?
Are you looking for something specific?
Okay, what would you say?
I would say if I'm looking for something.
Give us your voice. You have a voice. Huh?
I would say if I'm looking for something.
Are you looking for something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they ask, are you looking for something specific, I would respond telling them what I am looking for.
Okay, cool. Are you looking for something specific? Nice. We can have more generic, and I will give you what I would say. Because I know what normally response are, how I can make myself stand out. A little bit feel different for the client. I could say something like this. Hi, I know you're just looking. If things change, let me know. Is it? My status is still here, right? I'm not putting myself down. I know you're just looking. I'm giving you all the opportunities. I'm not pressuring you. Right? And you know, okay, that's different. At least that's different. it seems for me that this person has a little bit of different mindset or maybe common sense. So maybe I will actually ask her. Or the other way, exactly as you say, yeah, I know you're just looking, but do you know what exactly you're looking for? A little bit more smooth entrance, right? I know you're just looking, and it's okay for you to tell me no. I'm giving you an opportunity to tell me no. In this way, if the person going to say no, the client going to say no, I'm not that upset of rejection because I invited him to tell me no, right? Make sense? So the sales resistance is what is not allowing us to actually build that trust with the client. So the thing we have to do, one more example of sales resistance, guys. I'm sure you know that. And I want to give you like more link to the tonality. Your mom, when you were a child, I do remember that very well, from the first notes of how she called my name, Olga, that's it, I know, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. She doesn't need to tell me anything. This is how our brain, even if we don't know the person, we're able to pick up through the tonality of the, if you don't understand the language we can hear, two people are talking in different language, we can kind of understand which is the line of conversation, right? So this is a very powerful tool, guys. It's a little bit at the next level of sales skills. However, we can start applying it already now. So if you record yourself talking on the phone and then you listen to what you say the first 2, 3, 4 minutes, and you will ask yourself, am I sound salesy? Am I sound that I'm a little bit nervous? How do I sound? Or I sound relaxed and I sound confident? I think that's the last one. And then I'm going to give you a bit of more examples on the questions that you have about, oh, what do you mean neutral language? What do you mean to sound unbiased? What do you mean to sound detached? So in contradiction of being a salesy, being with commission rep, if you will come across unbiased, meaning you are not pushing the person. You do not depend on this particular person is buying from you. It doesn't mean that you don't care and you don't work hard, but you just do not communicate it with with the tone of the voice, of the way how you come across in the first call or the second call, in the beginning of conversation. You come more collected. You come, you collected, you know what you're doing. You unsure if you can help. How does it work? What do you mean you're unsure if you can help? Because that's true, guys. That's actually true. But the client is calling me, and he responded to the, let's say, social media for the off plan, or he responded on my listing. I don't know yet if I can help him. In reality, it is. Because I don't know if he has a budget. I don't know if he has realistic expectations. I don't know what he might be even looking for, right? So if I will come not pushing, oh yeah, fantastic, I'm definitely going to find you things, and I'm going to come across like, yeah, it seems like you responded to one of our ad and asked us to call you back, possibly looking for help with investing in XYZ project. I probably should ask you, have you found what you're looking for, or are you just looking? Possibly looking for help. Not you want to invest, because he might not. Possibly looking for help. If I am the one who is giving help, what is my status? If I'm helping someone, if I'm here or here, or he looks, I want to put him on a spot. He has a problem. He will be on the spot. I have a solution. Do you like this? Do you like to be higher status than your client to jump in the conversation, being sure that you're a professional, you are delivering help. And I'm not sure if I can even help you yet. This is the next level that comes with a bit of understanding of how you should behave, and I help with the script to make it appear as you are professional and they're looking for help. Because otherwise, you're going to sound as you submitted your inquiry, you're looking to invest in the XYZ project, exactly as everyone else. Because you're saying he wants to invest, what are you going to do? You're going to push back. Well, I'm just looking, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a rush. That's what they're saying, right? Yes or no, guys? Yes. So, if you are behaving that way, the funny thing happens. It makes the client to engage with you more. It makes him curious what you have to offer. Well, this first call, Mr. Client, is pretty basic. It is more for us to understand what are you currently at with your property search, and what you even want to achieve by investing in the property, just to see how this kind of gap looks like. And if by the end of this conversation you will feel that we will be able to help you, we can talk about possible next steps and different offers we have for our investors. Would that make sense if I will do that? Yes. He's saying yes. I'm putting the frame. This is how the call going to go. The call going to go, no. He's bombarding with a question, and I'm pushing and proving that this is the best investment for him. I don't know even yet. I need to ask you a couple of more questions just to understand what even you're looking for. Because you know what? This project might not even be a right fit for you. Aha. I'm pushing him away. When I'm pushing him away, what he wants? He's pulling me in. Because every other sales agent is telling, yeah, that's fantastic. That definitely, you're going to love it. Okay, send me the information. Putting you on the spot. Send me the information. I'm going to review it. If I'm going to like it, I'm going to send you the message back. Send you information, nothing. But if you, instead of sending him information, you put him in a different agenda and you ask him questions to make him understand that he might not even know specifically what he is looking for. We need to discover the gap in his knowledge, right? Then, having him understand the gap from where he is now to where he wants to be with this investment, who can help him to arrive from A to B? It's just you. With you, he was able to discover how far he is actually from his desirable state. So he feels that you are alone able to understand him. Because every other agent is just doing what? Pushing the product, features and benefits. This is a great view, this is a sunrise view, you're going to have this, 2 parkings. Well, why are you even looking, you have a decent house where you're living in. Why even looking, to sell it? We have to qualify everyone, a buyer and the seller, regardless. We have to understand what is behind making money. What is the pain point they have? What's going to happen if they're not going to do anything about it? And the issue that they have with the mold, with the maintenance, with whatever they do have, guys. They're just not telling it to you because of the sales resistance that you initiating with your first response. Not everyone. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about like generic approach into buy real estate market. Well, I guess I've finished. Is there anything else I can do? Anything else? No, seems not. So I'm open to the questions that you might have. What we did.
You understood what cannot do that. What exactly?
Yes.
The simple way.
Yeah.
That what you need to do.
What you should do instead of doing this. That's $1 million question, guys. It's I will respond on it, but let me give you an analogy. Because skills, regardless, sales skills, or communication skills, or dancing skills, are trained with repetition, right? If I will show you a crazy cha-cha dance here right now, you will understand what I'm doing. Understanding is there. It's not like, oh, I don't understand what she's doing. I understand. Will you be able to repeat it? No. But you will be able to repeat it if what? If you're going to come to the class, you're going to, okay, something different. Okay, now this is exactly the same thing with your communication, with, as I call it, a high income skills, because it's ability to bring your point across, just not take the information from one source and give it to another. It's way more trickier. What I teach, by asking questions, skilled questions, not just any questions, in the right time, with the right tone, you help the client to open up to you, see you as a trusted authority, and answering your questions, sell to himself. Because, guys, your client going to believe more to you saying things or to themselves saying things? Whom they going to believe more? Do you believe yourself more or me? Yourself, right? When we are pitching, when we are telling things, we are the less persuasive those days, the less persuasive. When I'm coming to a sales presentation, when I'm selling my sales training, I know immediately, regardless how well I did my job, it's going to be a sales resistance a little bit higher than we just have a normal conversation. So the reason behind a new way of selling, an easy way of selling, is to stop pitching, turn your statements, the things you've been saying, oh, Dubai is a great place to invest, to the questions. And with the right tone, in the right time, following the sales process, ask this question. So the person going to feel that he arrived at this conclusion himself. It's a very aggressive way of selling, guys, because it's natural. It doesn't feel like pressure at all. And it's been fully developed. There are different bits and bobs to it, but it's been fully developed in 2017. So my training program of me kind of implementing it to real estate started just a year ago. And that's a very long process. But the good thing is that you can start already a little bit changing what you say. In the beginning of conversation, you do not sound so certain. You do not assume the sale. You say, yeah, well, you've possibly been looking to move in. And what's the actual reason you're even looking for the property now? Have you ever asked the question? Because you assume they look for the property. But if I will ask the question, what's the possible reason you're looking for the property now? What are they going to say? They're going to talk about the problems. They're going to sell themselves why they need the property now. Right? It's going to be information for you, a kind of ammunition for later, but it's not about this. Even you think that you understood what the client needs, or I'm so smart because he is exactly as the client before and the other clients, or he is from this age and race category, or you still have to ask him the question. The question are not for you, they are for him to tell himself why he needs to sell the property, or why he needs to buy the property now. And what's the possible reason you're even looking to invest in Dubai rather than keep investing in London? I'm asking these questions, and everyone is afraid to ask them because, oh my God, what if you're going to say, I'm going to invest in London? Oh, thank you for saying that. No, it's not going to happen. What are you going to start doing? Responding to this question. You're going to tell himself why Dubai is the better place than London. Right? Will he then be able to come back with the objection in the end of the sales process saying, oh, well, I'm just going to better invest in London? Potentially he will. There is a way to handle the objection as well. But that's a little bit of next level. Very good question. Did I answer a little bit on that? because it's just like a broad answer. It's basically a question, how to lose weight? Oh, well, where should I start? It's a combination of things that has to be aligned. But the first thing, guys, that you have to do, you have to now look at what you're saying in the beginning of conversation.
So important.
Hmm?
So important, but
Yes.
I myself don't know how can I do it in the best way. I think I'm more experienced. Because people are so complicated.
Of course they are. But if you will just remove this assumptive selling, if you just remove the assumption that the person want to buy, I'm going to be in the beginning only, guys, not in the end of the sales, because you're going to think that you are not sure if you're going to help him. In the beginning, you're going to say, possibly, potentially, and I'm not sure if this is the right option for you yet. I need to know a little bit more of what you're looking for, so you're not, kind of end up spending more money than you should. Does that make sense? Okay, yes. And then I'm continue asking my qualification question, right? This is a nice sentence, because I have to ask a lot of questions for them to sell themselves. The sale is happening in the first part of your process. It's not happening in the end when you say, okay, so you're buying or not. Decision made before. Look at yourself. How are you making buying decisions? Are you making it in the end just because the person says, oh, which one you will do, a black one or a white one? No, you're not making a decision there. Decision is made before. And how funny it is, specifically if we are talking about getting in listings. So the owner of the property should make his decision to list the property with you just based on his feelings about your ability to sell this property. There's nothing else. Yeah, you can show him, oh, I've been selling this property before and blah, blah, blah. But in reality, he has to trust you first based on his feelings. Yeah? And I don't know, guys, if you know that it's been proven for many, many years that human beings are making buying decisions with emotions and then justify it with logic. Regardless the type of personality, some needs more logic to justify it, but emotions is what makes us make decisions. It's been a lot of researches for those people who had brain damage, specifically the part which is responsible for emotions. They were not able to do any decision. They didn't know what to wear. They were standing in front of the wardrobe. They cannot make a decision because they don't know what to wear. They have to be told, this is a very bad thing, happens to someone who's been into the war zone, or let's put it this way. So we know for sure it's about emotions, guys. Give me some really hard question to answer. I think you have something for me. No, I'm looking at you. I don't know your name. I just love your face. It was like, oh, now you're smiling. Oh my God. I was like, oh, I did. I know you have an experience probably with real estate. Are you been here for a long time?
Only since January.
Hmm?
Since January.
Since January?
I've done real estate in Spain for 22 years.
A month?
I did real estate for 22 years in Spain.
Okay, fantastic. So how do you feel is different here than in Spain?
It's a lot more advanced. For example, getting listings in Spain, you can just go on Google Maps and go and knock on the villa and say hello, be there in person, but here you can't do that. I'm having to get arrested. So that was
Wait, yeah, you can. There is no door knocking here. Yeah, that's for sure. We're different than most of the developed world, like US, Australia. They do door knock. Selling lots of products, by the way.
I find here a lot of people contact a lot of listings. You put across your sort of pitch, if you like, you bought this price, you can probably sell it at this price now, you can sell a rent. Then they'll come back, my majority will come back and say, yes, I'm looking to sell.
Yeah.
And then it's the asking for the listing, and then also they disappear.
Yeah, because you want to list the property and they don't know why they will list with you, right? Okay, I have a special workflow for that. But it doesn't mean that we're going to have magic words which are going to make the other person immediately list the property with you. You have to add a process into your work because you have to deliver something different than each and every other agent. And I believe if you've been selling real estate over there, you have a listing presentation when you're coming into the owner, you tell him about the marketing, the things that you do. It's a great thing that we can start implementing here as well, which no one does, by the way. No one does these things. Even the top agencies, they are just like, no, we are.
We used to have to fight for exclusives against other agents, I guess. If you get exclusive, you've got to sell, basically. So there's a big resale market.
Yeah.
So you have to differentiate yourself against other agents, but why they should go exclusive with you.
Yeah. And this is about type of a service you deliver. Well, why would I list with you? Because everyone is promising me featured on Property Finder. I'm already featured with 3 other agents. Doesn't seem like it's working. So how you will be different? And there's great opportunity for us because they have a problem and we have a solution. There is a problem. So what you've seen so far, what makes you feel that your agents are not performing the way you want? And then we're going into conversation. Again, guys, it's script. Anyone is using scripts here? Anyone been using any script? No? You? Okay, cool. Can you give us like an idea about your script?
Just when I started, when I didn't know what to say during.
Okay, now kind of it became you.
Yeah, I found my way.
Okay. Okay, guys, any other question before we pause? Yeah.
Could you just talk a little bit about qualifying clients? Because I think a lot of agents, not say just here, but in general, they want to believe that their client is serious no matter what because they're so desperate to make a sale.
Yeah.
So could you talk a little bit about, how you can maybe speak to them, ask them questions so that, you know if they're serious or not about buying or selling?
Yeah, I have, I think it's like 4-hour training on that, but I'm going to give you the quick one. The thing which I have is more targeted for the, which I have open, otherwise I will have to look for it. Let me see. Sorry, now you can see everything on my screen. Okay, so let me just go out of my head. So basically, what are the main problems you have now with qualification of the clients? Let's talk about which secondary market clients as a buyers or off-plan clients as a buyers. Give me, I'm gonna be very specific, not just talk generic things because you don't know how to implement generic. I'm not Tony Robbins giving you like, okay guys, let's sell it. I want to give like specific things which are gonna help you and you're gonna start implementing it. Anyone has a problem with qualifying? Or he find out that by the end of the conversation or sales process, the person is unqualified and, okay, give me what is a secondary or off-plan?
Before off-plan, now I start secondary. But I don't know how qualified. I know, but not in a professional way. Only ask some questions.
Okay, so which questions are you asking now?
I'm asking about the...
Can you role play with me? I'm going to be the client and you're going to be the...
how many bedroom you need?
Yeah, well, it all depends. I don't know.
Are you an investor or end user?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, both a little bit.
I'm asking about which kind of developers you know before...
Oh, I know Imar.
Huh?
I know Imar.
Imar?
Uh-huh.
Imar is... I never offer Imar to you. And then I'm asking some question about what quality is important for you. What is your budget?
Well, I just want to make some money.
And
But this is what they're answering, is it, guys?
Yes,
To be
yes,
honest, I'm not just being a bad client.
area, yes, location. Do you know the location?
I've been to downtown and Marina looks nice.
And the next question about budget. Yes.
Well, it's hard to say. It all depends on where we are. I don't want to say an open budget, but anything within like from 1 to 2 million.
What about location? I try to switch them to another location because downtown.
How you do it?
In Farsi I can, but in English is a little hard for me because I know some more developers in other locations. They are working and they are so good with good profit. And finally I offered them,
Okay, so when you're saying you have problems with qualifying, well, you ask these questions, and then how the problems show itself. Like they're buying from, different agent, or how does it look like?
No, I don't know exactly, but I know that I have a problem.
Okay. So guys, my favorite qualification question, if we are talking about the off-plan and the beginning, I don't know how your CRM system works. Are you able to see, if we are talking about social media leads or leads from, I don't know, website or anything like this, do you able to identify which type of ad they actually clicked on? We're working on this, right?
This is the problem. Sometimes the client they want, for example, to buy a plan project in downtown,
Yeah.
and for 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and the budget just maximum 1 million.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
I mean, that's okay. They will, guys, you expect the clients to come to you saying exactly up to the last digits the price. Let's agree on something. We can blame the leads, the quality of leads, which is literally almost the same every company has, if we're talking about social media leads. That they don't know things, that they are not serious. Yes, they are. That's all the things. All the things right. However, you've seen how many off-plan sales are happening monthly in Dubai. So that means those leads are converting somehow. At least half of those leads are converting. Because you know that he clicked on this ad, he probably clicked on 20 other ads. So there's 20 other agents that are chasing him. So if you sound exactly like every other agent, he's not going to talk to you. Do you actually use any online platform for the off-plan sales, like a database, Al-Nair, really, anything? How do you come up with the offers for the off-plan buyers? You go to the chat with the developer? How much time do you spend on that? Finding the right units? But what if it's different developers? You want to offer a couple of units from different developers?
We just contact whichever agent that we're using, we ask them for availability, look at it and ask for a sales offer.
Oh, so you're just selling the sales offer directly?
No, it just depends on whatever the client's looking
Yeah, I know, but how long it takes you to create the options for the client?
for. Takes time. Yeah, takes a while because sometimes the
Like 1 hour, 2 hours, what we're talking about? Okay.
it depends how quickly they
Okay, there are ways to kind of change it. There are platforms that allow you to just, with a couple of clicks, get all of the offers with different developers in one go, customize with your details, with your phone number, and send it to the client. It can be a clickable link, so he will see when the availability change and this unit is sold, he's going to see sold. The company installed this system. They are reporting that they switched the time from 1.5 hours to maximum 5 minutes. And they know about all and each and every project in Dubai. 770, I think, they're only in Dubai. No, it's Al-Nair. Al-Nair. No. It's a specific thing which I teach how to use as well on the Zoom presentation with the off-plan clients, because this is only available for the agents. This is some tricks that we can show the client only if you're going to jump on a Zoom call, and it makes us appear as we have all the options. So coming to your question, guys, I never forgot. The first thing I'm asking, what was, even if I don't know what the ad is about, what does, hi, name, it's just Olga from XYZ Property, just getting back to you. I've seen you responded to one of the ads, possibly looking to invest in some real estate in Dubai. Have you found what you're looking for, or are you still looking? I'm curious, I'm calm, I'm collected. Then the first question I would ask, okay, and besides the shiny graphics of the ad that you've seen, what was about the ad that attracted your attention? What I'm doing? Putting attention from me and what I have to offer towards the problem they have. Okay, and what is your like overall goal with investing in Dubai real estate? Like if you were to invest, like what would be, the outcome for you in like 3-4 years? I can see your number is from, let's say if the number is not from Dubai, number from London. I can see your number is from, are you based in UK? Okay, and what makes you feel that Dubai is the right place to invest rather than maybe buying some property over there? And just for me to understand, is this going to be the first property that you're buying in Dubai, or which kind of investment do you have? This is what I'm asking, because I need to understand. It's like I'm going into the dark room, I'm switching on the light. Before I start pitching or talking about anything, I have to understand what's going on. Where are you, man? What are your setup? I'm not talking about bedrooms. He doesn't know about bedrooms. If it's social media leads, guys, they don't understand majority of time, or they think they understand. But what my job is, to make them understand that they don't know. Because I'm, as a professional, I give you an example. You are coming to the doctor's office. You think you have a headache. You're looking for some prescribed medication because you had a migraine bad. Do you know what kind of you're looking for? The doctor is asking, okay, so tell me, can you describe me your symptoms? How does the pain feels like? What is your pain not allowing you to do? For how long is it actually having this? Okay, and do you have a history in your family with XYZ? This is what he does, right? He's not giving, okay, no problem, that's a medication for you. Why? Because he's going to do this, and I might have a bigger problem. He's not going to cure it. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to think that this is a bad doctor. If we allow clients to run into the doctor's office, shouting and screaming, I have pain, give me medication. I was like, well, I don't understand that you have pain. I'm so sorry for that. I need to ask you a couple of questions. No, I'm not interested to answer your questions. Just give me a medication. You say, well, to be honest, I have 770 medications over here. Which one you want me to give you? Well, my worry for you, Mr. Client, is that just because we are not sure what you actually have, that I'm going to give you something going to make you feel worse. So are you with me on maybe talk a little bit more about the pain so I can give you exact medication which is going to cure you and you're not going to have to come back with the same problem again. The same thing we are doing with the clients. Yeah, I do understand that you're looking for the downtown. Is there any specific reason you're looking for one bedroom in downtown rather maybe than a villa in Arabian Ranches? I want to understand why he's looking for that. What he thinks, what is his mind, he's trying to achieve. And then I will take him further. Okay, what I need to understand his pain, his intent, his motivation. Why now? What changed? What he want to do with the money? Yeah, I understand that you want to make some money. Well, no one ever come to Dubai real estate market wanting to make less money. But making more money for you, why it is important now though? You see what I'm doing? Or just because, I'm about to retire and I'm not sure that I will be able to, this is a conversation I want to have. This is a conversation I want to have. So and for how long you've been kind of, planning to retire and felt like you might not be in a right financial position? Oh, that's been for 2 years. Okay, and that you've been like looking for 2 years. Have you seen anything so far that makes you feel that might be a right option for you? Yes, I've seen something. I'm talking about his past experience, right? And why didn't you go ahead with that? Or just because of this or because of that? Why I need to know that? It's going to be the same rejection to me when we're going to come to the end, right? Because what the sale is, guys, and I want you to feel this, they're coming having a problem. They're always coming. Any sale, whatever you think of purchasing anything to fix the problem. I'm going to buy to purchase the trousers because I don't have enough clothes to look different every time I'm doing a presentation, right? And what does it mean for me? I don't feel confident enough to do this presentation. So my problem is not that I don't have enough clothes. My problem is I don't feel confident. So for you, Olga, not being confident on your presentations, how will that affect you? We're digging for emotions. Or I don't feel that I'm going to be able to hold the audience, 20 people, attention on me. For how long have you been feeling that? This is this is a little bit like a little bit advanced, guys. I want you to understand that the first thing you have to do with the client in terms of qualification is to understand the reason he is looking to buy, sell, rent now. If I'm not finding the reason the company asks for the sales training, or just because we want to train our salespeople, okay, that's understandable. But it's like maybe the goal you are trying to achieve. What do you want to have, which you might not be having now, right? I'm not just sending the offers, oh, this is my prices. Oh, I'm not doing this because it's not going to work. Why? Because they're going to take this offer, take the other offer. That's not about the offer. For the client, it's not about the property. It's about him feeling that you are the right person to work with to deliver the results that he needs. And when you ask him those questions, he understands that no one ever actually asked me those questions. It's like, why are you even asking me these questions? Oh, I apologize. I do understand that Dubai market is a little bit fast, but the way we do things here in our agency is a bit different. We're actually taking care of not just finding the unit which is going to pay us the highest commission from developer. We're actually looking forward to find you the best property which is going to give you the highest return in the end. Does that make sense? It's okay if I will ask you a couple of more questions to make sure that what we're going to do as an offer is going to be the right for you. No one's going to say no, right? No one's going to say no. So the first thing, guys, go below the surface. Besides making money, what is the main reason you're looking for the property? What is the main reason you're looking for property in Dubai rather than investing in your own country? Is it because asking, is it for investment or personal use? Okay, you got the information, it's for personal use. You will still have to ask the questions. And this is exactly the same question which people are asking all over that. So you've fallen into the category exactly the same as every other salesperson. Make sense? Is this something that you expected or you expected something different? Huh? Magic pill? Everyone is expecting magic pill? When I do the surveys of the sales, before I start with training, or even in the middle of training, I'm always getting this, oh, can you give us the sales tricks to close the client? I was like, well, I would love to give it to you, but if you don't know how to open it, you don't know how to qualify. There is nothing in this world which is a closing tricks. It's like, well, zombify the client. I don't know how to do that. Tie him and just like, oh, you have to sign this. It doesn't exist, guys. If anyone's going to tell you there is a certain closing tricks and techniques, they're either outdated, they don't work anymore, and just because you are not following the process from the beginning of qualifying and making the client open up, you're not going to be able to use them. Did I respond to your question? Okay, so what's your main takeaway? What you're going to start doing? Which question you're going to start asking?
Which question? The first question,
what attracted your attention in the ad? What you've seen in the ad that attracted your attention to respond? And then the other good one, guys, what it is about Dubai real estate market that you feel or think is a good place to invest rather than investing in your home country. If you're just going to add those two, you're going to have a completely different level of conversation with a client.